today's video. It's gonna be less of a vlog and more of a challenge. I've never really done a challenge, so I'm really excited. If you saw the title, you know that we're gonna be swapping my screen time for my hobbies, or just things that like need to get done around here. I am so addicted to my phone that I need to genuinely just put it down, and we're gonna try and find ways that allow me to do that while still being productive or while still doing things that I enjoy doing, because I do enjoy being on my phone, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's like good for me, you know? And I do use it a lot for work too, so when we look at my screen time, keep that in mind. It accounts for all of my devices, my computer, my phone, and my iPad, which I don't use my iPad as much as my other two, but with that in mind, I haven't looked at my screen time yet, so I'm gonna look at it and then, I don't know, I'm scared. I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm really scared. I was scared of this. I was scared of that. So 10 hours is my daily average, which is like absolutely bonkers, crazy, wild. Why is it that high? I don't know. Again, it also accounts for my computer. So like I use my computer every day at work, but honestly, I really would like to see the breakdown of like the devices. I wonder if I could find that. Anyways, we're gonna be swapping my screen time with my hobbies or whatever to keep me doing productive things and keep me off of my phone and off of my devices today. And I'm just super excited. I have a couple things on the agenda that I do want to do. One of them being I want to go get Carly Fortune's new book. I don't remember the title of it, but she wrote one of my favorite books last year, One Golden Summer, and I just love her writing style. It's like super cute romance book. So I want to go get that book. I also, first things first, we need to go get a coffee. I was gonna make a coffee here, but I just want to go get one. That's just the reason. So we're gonna go get a coffee. That is definitely a hobby in my opinion, is getting coffee or making coffee. We're gonna get a coffee, we're gonna go get that book, and then I might go to Hobby Lobby because I'm running low on white yarn for my crochet project that I'm doing, and we'll also crochet. But yeah, I have a few things in mind. I might do a couple things that are like more productive. Like I want to really clean my shoes. I know it's so random, but I really want to clean my shoes. I really want to like clean my jewelry, just stuff that you like just don't think about until you're like looking at it and you're like, oh, that's really gross, like that needs to be clean. So we'll see where the day takes us, but first let's go get a coffee. Okay, we're headed to go down to a coffee shop that's close to where Jake works. It's called Two Hands if you're in Austin. It's like the little walk-up coffee place on South Congress. South Congress is like the touristy like strip of shopping in Austin, and it's like downtown. But yeah, I'm gonna go get a coffee there. Jake asked me to grab him one too because he's at work, so I'll go take him a coffee, and then I think after that we're gonna go head to the bookstore. So I'm super excited. Obviously, what I was thinking about though, my screen time will still like be up because I'm filming on my phone. So I didn't really like consider that when doing this, but just know I am using my phone to film this video. So if my screen time is like still a little bit up, that's probably why. Okay, we've got our coffee. I also ended up getting Jake a coffee. I think I said that earlier, but I went into his store to drop it off to him and he was so busy. So I literally didn't even get to like chat with him for a second. I just dropped it off and was like, you're busy, love you, like enjoy your coffee. But I went to Two Hands on SoCo. I think it's an Australian branded coffee place. It's also like a brunch place, but they have the cutest little walk-up window, and I don't think I got a clip of it. It was super busy out there and I get kind of nervous filming in public, but I got a iced honey cinnamon flat white and it is delicious. I've noticed when I go to that place specifically that I like their flat whites more than their lattes. Their lattes just seem to have like too much milk because they don't put as much ice. So I like the consistency or like the ratios of the flat white better than the latte. So that's why it's a little bit smaller. But I think we're gonna go head down to Book People. Oh, also I wanted to say I was trying my hardest while I was like waiting on my coffee order to like not be on my phone. And when I tell you doing that in public is actually way harder than I thought it would be, just sitting there and like taking in your surroundings and everything rather than scrolling on your phone is actually pretty difficult, but I did it. I didn't scroll or get on any social media app while I was out there, so pretty proud of myself for that. Now we're gonna go to Book People, hopefully get Carly Fortune's new book. I'm praying it's not sold out because I feel like that's a pretty big release and I feel like it might be sold out, but we're gonna go to one of my favorite indie bookstores here in Austin and see if they have that. And then also maybe let the store tell us what else we need to buy. Okay, I just got home from getting a coffee and going to the bookstore. My phone's like falling. Might just have to hold it. Anyways, I wanted to show y'all all the books that I got, but first I am gonna make something to eat because I'm really hungry. And I wanted to say, when I eat is a very normal time for me to sit and like scroll on my phone or edit a video. Sometimes I like to edit while I'm eating. I don't know, I feel like super productive when I do that. But I will give you a haul of all the books that I got, and then also while I eat, I'm gonna try and read the book that I'm currently reading. I'm reading Just Friends by Haley Pham. So I'm gonna read that and make myself something to eat for lunch. The sky outside has kind of taken a turn for looking like it might storm for a minute, but it's just like one big storm cloud. It's like right over my window, so it's kind of dark in here. But I did heat myself up some food. I have leftover burrito bowl that I make. It's just like rice, black beans, corn, and ground beef, and then I put hot sauce and tahini on it. And then I'm gonna be reading Just Friends by Haley Pham. I think like 51% through this book is what Fable said, but I'm on chapter 16 and it's really good so far. I read quite a bit of it last night and I'm gonna continue reading while I eat. I just got hot sauce all over the page. Take advantage of the storms right now and the thunder and take this time to try and relax and read. It's hard to relax with this, but hey, I'll take what I can get. She is so scared of storms. Okay, so far in Just Friends, I have read to chapter 18. I'm on page 209, so I really only got maybe like 20 pages read. But still, I was reading rather than scrolling, and the rain actually already stopped. So reading vibe kind of not got ruined, but like I was getting a little bit antsy. I needed to get up and like clean up a little bit, so I started some laundry. You can probably hear it in the background. And I took some stuff down to the dumpster, and I'm trying to like just clean up around here a little bit. We do have our queen size bed that is our guest bedroom. Like, we're selling our bed and bed frame, and that was like the little mattress topper, so it's just kind of a mess in here. I'm trying to get it a little bit more under control, but I wanted to show y'all all the books that I got at Book People because I got 4 books and I'm truly so excited for them. One of them is by one of my favorite authors, Blake Crouch, and I hadn't actually heard of this book. It's called Upgrade, and I read the synopsis of it and I was just like, yeah, that's just right up my alley. Upgrade by Blake Crouch is about a guy named Logan Ramsey who kind of is just feeling a little bit different, like sharper, more knowledgeable, able to better experience things or concentrate on things, better at multitasking, better at reading people. And he realizes that something is like happening to him. He's starting to see the world in a new way. He's starting to see the people that he's known his whole life in like a new way, but it has to do with his genome being hacked. And it says the reason he's being targeted for this upgrade goes back decades to the darkest part of his past and a horrific family legacy. Worse still, what's happening to him is just the final step in a much larger plan, one that will inflict the same changes on humanity at large at a terrifying cost. I love Blake Crouch's books. I've read Recursion and Dark Matter. I think I like them both equally. I think I maybe like Dark Matter a little bit better. It was more kind of multiverse sounding, but I love Blake Crouch, and I know that I will like this book, so I went ahead and got this. This one I have never heard of. I picked it up because I liked the cover, and I'm glad that I did because I read the back of this one, and if you know me, you know that my favorite book last year that I read was Wild Dark Shore. The back of it, like the synopsis of this, sounded almost identical to Wild Dark Shore, and I'm like curious to read it, more so out of like, I'm wondering how it's different than the book that I've already read that is literally one of my favorite books ever, but it just is like so parallel to Wild Dark Shore that I was like, I just have to buy it. If you know anything about Wild Dark Shore, it's kind of like a dystopian fiction, dark dystopian type of book. It's not dystopian like Hunger Games type dystopian. It's more like eerie, I guess is the right word. They're like on an island where they're farming seeds to like save humanity, and like this random girl washes up on shore, and it's like a whole story of why she's there, why the family is there, and it's really, really, really good. It's so good. It's literally one of my favorite books. But the back of this one says, driven by desperation, John, an impoverished Scottish minister, has accepted a job evicting the last remaining occupant of an island north of Scotland. Shortly after John reaches the island, he falls down a cliff and is found unconscious and badly injured. As the man develops a tentative friendship with another guy on the island hundreds of miles away, John's wife, Mary, begins to worry and sets foot to find him. Which, if you've read Wild Dark Shore, you kind of can know or understand like the parallel between the wife here going to find her husband, and then in Wild Dark Shore what happens. I'm not going to say what happens because it's kind of a spoiler, but I don't know. I just found that this was very interesting. So I got Clear by Karis Davies. And then, if you know me also, last summer I read my first Carly Fortune book, One Golden Summer, and I lacked the knowledge. It was when I first started reading, so I lacked the knowledge that every summer after came before One Golden Summer. It's not like a duology, it's more of just the same characters. Every Summer After follows Sam Florrick, and then One Golden Summer follows Charlie Florrick. They're two brothers. So we're getting the older brother's perspective. This book was written first, and I read One Golden Summer last year before I read this. So I got Every Summer After because that was also one of my favorite books last year. 5-star read for me. So I'm super, super excited to read another fun Carly Fortune romance book. And then also Carly Fortune just came out with a new book, Our Perfect Storm. I'm so excited to read this. I don't know. This is what I went to the bookstore for. It also is a signed copy, so you can't turn that down. I mean, it is a hardcover though, sadly, but it's fine. But yeah, those are all the books that I got. Super excited to read them all. I'm hoping that I can finish Just Friends either today or tomorrow, and then maybe start one of these. I am also in the middle of 3 books right now though, so maybe I should finish those before I start another one. I'm also reading Midnight, I don't remember. That tells you how invested I am into Throne of Glass. Like, I wish I liked it more than I do, but I'm just struggling to find the want to read it. I'm on the 3rd, or I guess the 2nd book. I read Assassin's Blade first, all the little novellas. So I'm like on my third. I'm on my 3rd book in the series, but it's technically the 2nd written. So I'm reading that, and then I'm also reading Verity, and then I'm also reading Just Friends. So we need to get our reading under control. Stop scrolling, because I need to finish these books. I've been scrolling for a second. Guilty as charged. It's only been maybe like 5 or 10 minutes though, but I'm getting on here to hold myself accountable. That's what the point of this video is to get off my phone. I don't know, I'm like hitting a wall. Okay, this is my problem. I'm like hitting a wall because I'm getting sleepy and I just want to like lay on my phone and take a nap. So I think I need to make myself a coffee. I think that's where we're heading with this. And then I need to also bake something for my husband because he Well, I'll just tell you when I start making it, but it's for something exciting. I don't know why I always feel like this angle of me like pulling my shot and everything, I feel like people don't like to see that, but comment down below if you do, because I always either like edit it out or just go through it really quickly. But I don't know if people like want to see the actual process of me like pulling my espresso shot. Usually I just film me like making my coffee drink. Made a coffee at home in a while, so I don't know how dialed in the bean is going to be, and I don't have that many beans left, so we're just going to have to see and hope and pray that this goes good. It's not bad, but it's not great. It could definitely be better. I could have tamped it harder. I think I'm still going to use it though. It pulled at a 24, and I've noticed on the Breville I like my shots to pull a little bit longer than what I've been told or taught in the past, like on a commercial machine. Usually the commercial machine is like under a 27 or a 26. You want it to be somewhere around there, or under 30. Sometimes with the Breville, I prefer it to be like 30, 31, 32. But this pulled at a 24, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and try it. My dryer in the background just continuously going off. I think I actually might not use it. I decided that I'm going to go ahead and use that espresso shot. I really just don't want to waste my beans because I want to have some to make for church in the morning, or before church in the morning. But I'm just doing my classic honey cinnamon latte. I almost said vanilla, but I don't ever add vanilla to mine. If I did want it a little bit sweeter, then I would add vanilla. I've noticed with this particular bean, if I want it sweeter and I add more honey, it's just kind of not the taste that I'm looking for. I don't know if it's like the fruity notes of the bean mixing with the honey, but something just isn't right when I add too much honey, if that makes sense. But I always add the honey and cinnamon to my espresso, not in the cup, because I want it like mixed in a little bit better. And milk goes over the ice. I might need to grab my other milk. I am gonna need to make a Whole Foods run for some more beans and some more milk, but making coffee is genuinely one of my favorite hobbies because I just love coffee. Like, I prefer coffee maybe over any drink. I would rather have coffee than soda. It's like my one vice in this world is like drinking an iced coffee. And I used to be such a hot coffee person, and I'm trying to accept the fact that I think I just like iced coffee more. I used to be so adamant on having hot coffee in the morning, but I think I've just grown to like iced coffee more. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Beautiful as always. Although I don't understand how it always gets on the bottom of the cup. Well, I guess it does leak a tiny bit. Okay, let's try it. Make sure it tastes right. I really don't even know if I have enough beans to pull another shot if this doesn't taste good, so fingers crossed. Pretty good. I think my only thing with making coffee at home is I don't know how to get it as creamy or like velvety, the shot itself, like as creamy or velvety as they do like on a commercial machine or at a coffee shop. So that's what I've been trying to like dial in with my espresso machine. Now that we have our caffeine ready to go, I am gonna lock in and finish editing my YouTube video that I need to put up for tomorrow. I know this is like using a screen, but it's also me being productive because I do need to finish editing it. I also need to make a thumbnail for it. So I'm gonna lock in for the next maybe hour or so and hopefully get this done. I don't have very much left of the video. I still have to finish the last couple clips that I have to edit, and then I need to make an intro and then just do the thumbnail. So I'm hoping I can get all of this done in like under 2 hours. That's the goal. It's currently 3:59, it's 4 o'clock. So I hope I can do this so then I can actually do some of my hobbies again. I really want to crochet today too, and maybe bake something for Jake. taking a little break from editing. It's probably, both of my times on my microwave and my oven are definitely wrong. But it's like 5:30, 5:45, I'm assuming. I think the last time I filmed it was, what, 3:54? Something like that. So I've stopped and paused to make dinner. I was getting really hungry, and I really just can't function when I get super hungry. So I'm making some spaghetti for dinner. I'm like chopping the meat, whatever, you know what I mean. Cooking the meat right now, and then gonna put my noodles in, and I have my sauce already heating up. But this is just a very easy dinner that I like to do. And I was debating going to get Chipotle, and I decided against it ultimately, because I feel like that's just something I'm gonna want to do tomorrow. I'm not gonna want to cook. Sunday is like my day where I just don't do anything, and I just feel like I'm not gonna want to cook tomorrow. So this is me not scrolling on my phone. I did watch TikTok videos. I watched 3 TikTok videos on my phone before I started recording this, and then I was like, what am I doing? I'm literally scrolling on my phone right now. So I've decided to start recording showing you how I cook my dinner. I did get my video fully edited and everything. I have to finish the thumbnail, and the other reason I like paused to cook dinner, I was at a good stopping point because I did my thumbnail on Canva, but I still need to make a few touches or finishing touches on my iPad on Procreate. And when I went to go grab my iPad, it was fully dead. So I had to plug it in, and I really just couldn't continue doing anything else until my iPad is charged. So that's kind of where I got with my stopping point, doing my video that's going to go up tomorrow. And it should be like the video previously before this one will be posted next week, and then the one tomorrow is my favorite Saturday in Austin video. It was super fun. I'm super excited for that video to go up. The only thing is I'm just not super loving the intro, but I really just don't really know what else to like do for it. I've been trying to like be more creative, but I also really love like the simplistic style editing, and I've just been trying to find a good balance. So if there's a little insight to like content creation, I guess, is just trying to figure out what you like and trying to figure out how to incorporate your style of editing with the inspiration that you like as well. So that's just something I've been trying to figure out. And with this video specifically, like, I love the video, but I'm trying to make the intro a little bit better. I don't know, we're figuring it out. The intro is like not bad, I just would like it to be a little bit better. All right, I have my dinner made. I made some spaghetti, like I said earlier, and I'm not gonna scroll while I eat. This is the hardest part. Like I said again earlier, this is the hardest part, is not scrolling while I'm eating. So we're gonna continue reading Just Friends because I spent the last little bit on my computer editing, so I really need a technology cleanse to not look at a screen. So I'm on page 209 right now. I don't know how far I'll get while I eat, because afterwards I am gonna go to Chick-fil-A and get a cookie and a Coke because I don't have any soda here. I know earlier I said I had a Diet Coke. I do have a cherry Diet Coke like in a bottle, but we don't have any cans. I prefer canned soda over like a bottled soda, so I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A, get a cookie and a Coke, and then I also have one of their ice cream cups here from last night that I didn't finish or that I didn't eat, so I'm gonna go get that for dessert tonight. So again, we'll see how much I get done reading. I also haven't decided if I want to like shower and everything before I go to Chick-fil-A, so we'll see. We're going to get a cookie at Chick-fil-A. Lily loves going for car rides, so I had to bring her along. I also left my Octo Buddy inside, so I can't like put my phone on my car to hold it still, but we're gonna go get a cookie and a Coke. Oh my gosh, did I ever tell y'all what I found in my coffee this morning? After I took a sip when I went to Book People, I found a bug in it. I don't know if I ever said that on YouTube. I put it on like my TikTok story, but I fully like freaked out. There's still a bug in here somewhere. There's a bug in my coffee after I drank almost all of it. Is that not crazy? Lily and I just got back from Chick-fil-A. I got 2 cookies because Chick-fil-A is closed tomorrow. Also, I realized after I said we're gonna go get like a sweet treat, I said I was gonna like bake something for Jake. I think I'm gonna hold off and do that tomorrow. He does work tomorrow, so I think I'm just gonna like surprise him with something when he gets home from work tomorrow and I have more time to like plan out what I want to do and maybe get a few decorations, and I'll share why. So I got my little sweet treat. Chick-fil-A's cookies are so good, and I'm gonna eat that later. Also, our bed in the background, we're supposed to be selling it. That girl still hasn't messaged me back on Messenger. I was selling it on Facebook Marketplace, and she was supposed to come pick it up yesterday, and she didn't, and she was supposed to come pick it up today. So I'm like debating putting it back up for sale. I told her if she doesn't come pick it up today, then I'm gonna put it back up. So we'll see if that happens. Night to get in bed and get cozy with a good book or maybe some crocheting. I feel like I've done a lot of reading today, so I think I'm gonna sit in the bed and crochet and put on one of my favorite movies or something like that. I don't know, I haven't fully decided yet, but I did bring my crochet project in here. I started crocheting, or I learned how to crochet last Saturday. In my last video that I posted, I went and shopped and got all of the supplies and everything that I needed to learn how to do it, and me and Natalie learned how to crochet. It's actually been super fun, and I just love keeping my hands busy. Like, even when reading, like, I find myself wanting to just like keep my hands busy for some reason, so I like being able to do that. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit here and watch a movie and crochet for a bit, because that is just one of my favorite things to do now to fill my time, and especially because it keeps me off of my phone. This is something that I have just found or grown to love in the last week of learning how to do it. I'm in the middle of making a blanket. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but I've got red, white, and blue little stripes. And yeah, I'm wanting to go back to Hobby Lobby. Now that I think about it, they're closed tomorrow, but I want to go back and get some lighter colors to make a cute little headband. And I'll probably get like a less thick version of yarn or something, because headband, can you imagine a headband this thick? Oh my gosh. But I really want to make a headband because I'll probably get that done before I get the blanket done. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to put on one of my favorite movies. I really want to watch La La Land. I know that's like psychotic to be a favorite movie, but I either want to watch that or like Mamma Mia or something. So I'm just going to be in here for the rest of the night watching a movie and crocheting. And then once I get done doing this, I'll probably end up reading my book a little bit more. I did end up taking a bath too, which I forgot to update you on where I'm at with my book, but I got to page 242. So I have like maybe 50 pages left, I'm assuming, something like that. And I ended up starting to annotate it because I just thought some of the lines were so good and I wanted to remember them. But yeah, I got about that far in the book. I think it said it was 65% through the book or something like that. But I will definitely finish this by tomorrow, and I'm just super glad that it like got me off of my phone today. You can see this ginormous pile of laundry back there from this angle, but it's fine. But I did just want to say too, before I end the video, like, thank you for watching today's video. I know that a lot of us struggle with being on our phones and being on technology way more than we should. They are highly addicting, and it's something that our parents did warn us about. They were like, it is the dang phones, and I truly believe that it is the phones that's causing a lot of problems nowadays. And don't get me wrong, I think there's a lot of positive things to technology and social media even, but sometimes we just need like a mental break. And I think today for me, it was truly like amazing for my mental. I just feel like so much lighter, breezier. I don't know, I feel like clear-headed a little bit more than I normally am when I just sit and doom scroll. And I feel like I accomplished something because I've read so much of my book. I did that the majority of the day. So I feel like I've just like read so much and I've accomplished more than I normally do on a Saturday, because I usually just unwind by scrolling on my phone, and I need to stop doing that. But I'm loving finding new ways to be able to like unwind, especially with crocheting and reading. And I really want to get back into painting because I used to paint and draw and do all kinds of art like all the time. So we're slowly getting our sparkle back in that way too. Anyways, thank you for watching today's video. I hope that this encourages you to maybe also get off your phone. I know a lot of us struggle with it, so maybe trying a new hobby or finding a new book to read or doing something that you enjoy doing will also help with getting off your phone. You got to be really intentional with your time. And I will say, I've seen a lot of people use like the brick thing where you break your phone and you can't get on certain apps. I really need to get one of those, but today I did a pretty good job with not being on my phone. I feel like I caught myself every time I went to open Instagram or went to open TikTok. There was 1 or 2 times that I like scrolled for like 3 videos, but that was it. And then I was like, wait, I can't be doing this. But yeah, I hope this encourages you to maybe do some of your hobbies more, stay off your phone a little bit more, because it really is the dang phones. For the timer today, we did end on 7 hours total today of being phone free, not scrolling, doing things productively, or doing hobbies of things to get out of using my phone. So I did just want to update y'all with the timer because I almost forgot. Again, thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.